So here on the NCSBN's website, the National Council of State Boards of Nursing, they have a wealth of information, but we're going to focus on this area here, NCLEX and other exams, and in particular we're going to look at the test plans. So since these are provided for us, then we're going to go ahead and take a look at these. They do also have sample questions. They also include webinars, some free, some paid for, and they have some nice videos. So the purpose of the detailed test plans that they provided is to guide candidates in preparation for the exam. And we can do that as nurse educators by understanding the NCLEX just as much, if not more, than the students, which I believe that we should understand it better than the students so that we can guide them accurately. Now, as much as we might have heard about the NCLEX, and we've taken it before too, there's so much more to learn because the exam does change every 3 years. It is updated, and it certainly has changed since we've taken it, and it's going to change again the next time that there's a new test plan, which will be next year in March of 2019. But for now, this is the test plan that we have. The second and third purposes of the detailed test plans are to inform the direction for item development and to facilitate classification of exam items. So let's take a look down here. For the RN test plans, there are 3 listed here, and the top one is the description, and then the second one is the candidate, meaning the student version, and then the last one is the educator version. So we'll just take a look in here. Now you can see up here at the top that there are 67 pages. So let's take a look at what we can glean from this. So here in our table of contents we can see there's the breakdown of the test plan, and it goes through the classification of cognitive levels and test plan structure, distribution of content, overview of content. These are the main categories. And then the detailed test plan is broken down here, so we'll take a look at that as well. And then it gives some basics about the exam, exam length, the passing standard, those types of things. So let's take a look at the classification of cognitive levels. So here we do know that the National Council for State Boards of Licensure really likes Bloom's. Bloom's taxonomy for the cognitive domain is used as a basis for writing and coding all items on the exam. So what can we gather from that for our practice? Well, we need to make sure that items are at the appropriate level of Bloom's that we want for the particular content to meet those particular objectives for the course. So we may want some items at the knowledge level, and there are multiple reasons for that. One which may be you want every student to absolutely get one particular question correct. That question could be one such as a question about hand washing, and you really want 100% of students to get that. But you do want to include other questions that are at the higher level of Bloom's taxonomy in preparation for the NCLEX exam, since the questions that are going to get the students above the passing line on the computer adaptive test, the CAT, are those questions at the application and analysis level. So it is really a skill to plan a test as far as in our courses, and it is a skill to write items, but it's a necessary skill. These are necessary skills to help to simulate and prepare students for the test of the NCLEX. So when we look at the test plan structure, we can see the client need categories here, and we'll talk about that in just a little bit.